Hello students, welcome to Ajax Academy YouTube channel. In this session, I am going to discuss circular motion. If you like this video, please subscribe to our channel. Please share your valuable comments in the comment section. Okay, let us go to the today's session. First one, circular motion. In this, the acceleration of a body moving in a circle of radius r with uniform speed v is v square by r directed towards the center. According to the second law, the force Fc providing this acceleration, that is Fc is equals to mv square by r, nothing but F is equals to mv square by r. Okay, the acceleration of a body moving in a circle of radius r with uniform speed v is v square by r directed towards the center. So, according to the second law, the force providing this acceleration, that is F is equals to mv square by r. Consider this as equation number 1, where m is the mass of the body. This force directed towards center is called centripetal force. Towards the center is called centripetal force. So, the force directed towards the center is called centripetal force. Next, for a stone rotated in a circle by a string, the centripetal force is provided by the tension in the string. So, the centripetal force for motion of a planet around the sun is gravitational force on the planet due to the sun. So, for a car taking a circular turn on a horizontal road, the centripetal force is the force of a friction. So, while a car taking a circular turn on a horizontal road, the centripetal force is the force of a friction. The circular motion of a car on a flat and banked road given an interesting application of the laws of motion. Let us discuss. This is the circular motion of a car on a flat and banked road. Now we'll discuss. Motion of a car on level road. The three forces act on the car. The weight of the car mg, normal reaction n, frictional force F. As there is no acceleration in the vertical direction, n minus mg is equals to 0. So, normal reaction n is equals to weight of the car, that is mg. The centripetal force required for circular motion is along the surface of the road and is provided by the component of the contact force between the road and the car tires along the surface. This by definition is frictional force. Now note that it is the static friction that provides the centripetal acceleration. Static friction opposes the impending motion of the car moving away from the circle. So, using first equation, we get the result F is less than or equal to mu s n mv square by r. V square is greater than or equal to mu s r n by m. This is equals to mu s r g. So, therefore, here n is equals to normal reaction, n is equals to mg, which is independent of the mass of the car. Here this shows that for a given value of mu s and r, there is a maximum speed of circular motion of the car possible, namely V maximum, that is maximum speed is equals to square root of mu s or g. So, this is the second equation. Consider this as the equation number 2. Motion of the car on a banked road. Let us discuss. We can reduce the contribution of friction to the circular motion of the car if the road is banked, since there is no acceleration along the vertical direction. So, the net force along this direction must be 0. Hence, n cos theta is equals to mg plus f sin theta. Consider this as equation number 3. So the centripetal force is provided by the horizontal component of N and F. So N sin theta plus F cos theta is equals to mv square by R. But F is less than or equal to mu S into N. Thus, to obtain the maximum speed, we put F is equals to mu S into N. So then from equations 3 and 4, it becomes N cos theta is equals to mu mg plus mu S N sin theta. Consider this as equation number 5. So N sin theta plus mu S N cos theta is equals to mv square by R. This is equation number 6. From equation 5, we obtained N is equals to mg by cos theta minus mu S sin theta. Substituting value of N in equation 6, we get, now substituting the value of N in equation 6, we get mg of sin theta plus mu S cos theta by cos theta minus mu S sin theta, that is equals to mv square by R. Or from this it can be written as V maximum is equals to Rg of mu S plus tan theta by 1 minus mu S tan theta into whole to the power of half. This is equation number 7. Now comparing this equation 2 with, we see that the maximum possible speed of a car on a banked road is greater than that on a flat road. So for mu S is equals to 0, in equation 7, we from here substituting in equation 7, mu S is equals to 0, then V naught is equals to Rg tan theta whole to the power of half. This is equation number 8. At this speed, the frictional force is not needed at all. So when the necessary centripetal force is provided, driving at this speed on a banked road will cause little wear and tear of the tires. So the same equation also tells you that for V is less than V naught, frictional force will be up the slope, and that a car can be parked only if tan theta is less than or equal to mu F. Thanks for watching this video.